It was very surreal, like a bit of a dream in a way, because I sort of grow up sort of watching the Marvel announcements or the Star Wars announcements, and then slowly when we had this idea, this one by one these things sort of fell together. And I think until we were backstage and we could hear the crowd, and our host sort of calling us onto stage, we didn't fully, I think, understand like how big a deal it was. And then when we just walked onto stage, we just saw a bunch, and it was also the first time we were showing anything at all from the film. We were working on it for a couple of years, and it was the first time we were showing anybody, not just uh, in Comic Con, but anywhere in India as well. So it was the first piece of content that was coming out. So yeah, it was a lot of hearts in our mouth sort of moments there. It feels great, definitely. It feels great, and I think it's a first step in a way. It's like sort of it's just like a proof of concept that something like this can work, and something there is an appetite for original stories that are from other parts of the world in this kind of a genre as well. So anything that we do from here, we can be more confident that there is an audience who will enjoy it and who will turn up. It was great. I think she brings a lot of grace and a lot of subtlety to the role, to the acting, and especially in part one, um, it's very hard to do what she did, where there's so much going on around her, and she still needs to hold the screen and to hold the weight of the film without having a whole lot of dialogue or without having a whole lot of action while everyone else is doing it around her. So I think she did that. It's hard to really do that. So I think that is great to be a part of and watch her pull it off. I think for the most part, I'm pretty happy, because it's just sort of a debate. It's a debate on on mythology, on characters in the mythology, because we didn't really change or reinterpret anything religiously. I think because this is also something that's set in the future. It's not like we are recreating something that already exists. So in a way it is completely a new piece of writing. It's a new piece of work that people can't really say that you've misinterpreted or you've maligned something, because that it doesn't exist. So that's one thing that's to our favor. But for the most part, it's amazing to see people read up, especially kids, read up about old mythology, and people online are fighting over mythological characters, right? Like Arjuna and Krishna. They're sort of digging up stories and digging up passages in the Mahabharata, quoting them to each other, like fan wars, for essentially like a what would be an equivalent of an Achilles or a Hercules fight. So people are doing fan wars like that for the Arjuna and Karna, which is awesome. I mean, I always felt I was writing this for children in a way, for like, I mean, not children fully, but like us when we were like 10 or teenagers or whatever. Like, so just make it just give you something to be curious and just spark your imagination. So definitely, I think like the Buji or the car or any of the fight sequences, I just wanted to keep it as in a way he definitely would have inspired something, even if not directly. Just something that I would like. If there's that small girl Raya who's talking to Ashwadama, I always felt like it'd be cool, because like a lot of kids would be able to relate to that. because it's not it's still a kid talking to this 6,000-year-old legendary actor and man. So he's no longer so unreachable. It's just a kid talking to him. So yeah, stuff like that. Yeah, I think he's